everyone, welcome back to the TVN Severe Weather Recap. My name is Leigh Dixon and today is July 10th, 2015, and we're going to be reviewing yesterday, which is July 9th, 2015. So taking a look at that map, you can see the western portions of the United States extending into the Texas Panhandle. We had some activity with hail, but definitely not as large hail detections or reported hail as we had the previous day. So then looking in the southeastern portions of the United States and into Florida, you can see that we had some activity, but it was definitely scattered and most of it was associated with sea breeze activity. And then in the Ohio River Valley extending into the mid-Atlantic, you can see we had quite a few wind damage reports, and this is associated with a few lines of storms that came through that was associated with a cold front that moved eastward. So let's go ahead and take a quick look in Florida, where we had some small hail detections up to 1.25 inches of hail in the area, and we actually had a 1.5 inch of hail in northern Florida. And then let's take a look in Alabama and Georgia, where we had a few hail detections all the way up to 1.75 inches of hail, and then just 2 wind damage reports. This one here is in Columbus, Georgia, where we had some trees and power lines down, but luckily not a lot of damage was there yesterday. So taking a look in the Ohio River Valley and Mid-Atlantic, again, we had quite a few wind damage reports with very many trees and power lines down. But as you can see, we really did not have very many hail detections or any hail reports in these areas, which is really good. But it is unfortunate that we had so many wind damage reports in these areas. So now let's take a look in the Texas Panhandle, New Mexico, and some portions of Oklahoma, where again, we had some larger hail detections like we did yesterday. But we did not have as large hail yesterday, where we had up to 2.75 inches of hail. But today, the largest report that we had was 1.75 inches of hail. And then we also had some larger hail detections, let's see, up to 3.5 inches of hail, which is very large, especially when you have some of these larger wind speeds recorded up to 60 miles per hour. And then the further you go south, 70 miles per hour here in southeastern New Mexico. So let's zoom out from there and take a quick look in Colorado, where we had some spotted hail reports here just north of Colorado Springs and then south of Colorado Springs. We had a 0.88 inch hail reported, and then we also had some larger hail reported here up to 1.5 inches of hail, which is fairly large. So let's zoom out of there and take a look in Nevada and California, where again we had the same kind of pattern as we did the previous day, with larger hail with pea-size to dime-size hail reported. And then we also had some larger hail detections here in northwestern Nevada, where we had up to 2.25 inches of hail detected. So let's zoom out and take a look at the national review, and you can see again quite a few wind damage reports in the Ohio River Valley and Mid-Atlantic, and then some scattered activity in Florida and the portions of the Gulf Coast, and then again in the southwestern portions of the United States extending into the Texas Panhandle and portions of Oklahoma. We again had some hail, but definitely not as large as we had the previous day, where there was baseball-sized hail and very strong damaging winds that caused a lot of damage. So today for severe weather, you should be expecting weather in portions of Kentucky extending into West Virginia, and this again is the same kind of pattern that we had yesterday, where we will be expecting large damaging winds and some hail. And if you would like to check out the storm chasers, make sure you check them out at tvnweather.com/live, and we'll see you Monday for the weekend recap. Don't forget to check out Storm Chasers streaming live at tvnweather.com/live. Or if you're on the go, you can watch live Storm Chasers streaming on your mobile device by downloading the TVN Weather app on your Android or iOS device.